Good morning, students. This is Mr. Quigley, and I'm speaking on behalf of all the guidance counselors. This is part one of two videos that we're going to do to introduce you to the process of selecting your courses for next year, for the 2014-2015 school year. So, first of all, this is just a conversation that we're going to have. It'll only be about 10 minutes. Step one, next Thursday in advisory, we're going to distribute materials to you. For example, you're going to get a copy of the new course description guide, which will have everything in there that you need to know about any course. So that'll be coming next Thursday. And then we'll also have some other slips of paper to show you. We really want to encourage you to discuss this information among yourselves, your teachers, but specifically your parents. You need to start talking to them about your courses for next year. Now that you have that information of what we're doing here, so we're going to be, step one is going to be this little talk today. Step two will be giving you the information next Thursday. Then step two after that, beginning early in about the next 2 weeks or so with the class of 2017, that's the present freshmen, and then to mid-end of February for the classes of 2016 and 2015, those will be the sophomores and juniors. We're going to start meeting with you so that you can select your courses with your counselors. And the way we set those meetings up is we do it during your science classes. So present freshmen, you will be meeting with your guidance counselors either through seminar or science classes. Sophomores and juniors, you'll be meeting with your counselors. And again, this is over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks about selecting courses for next year. Again, details will be coming later, but just we want you to be aware of the process that's going on, encouraging you to start talking to people, talking to your teachers, talking to your parents, talking to your friends about the courses that you're going to take. It's very important that you make the correct selections of courses because, as most of you know, you cannot change electives. So, for example, if you signed up for business management, we're going to be doing this in February. If you sign up for business management for next year and then say, you know what, I've changed my mind, I'd rather take child development, the answer is going to be no, you cannot drop and add a class. So that's why it's so important that you pick the courses that you know you want. You'll be working with your advisors, you'll be working with your counselors for that, but it's really important to start putting some information into this. So again, little announcements today. We're going to get your announcement. We're going to get the booklets out to you later on. Then you're going to meet with your guidance counselor to select these courses. Step three, so you know what's going to go on there. After we've done all of that, the counselors and administrators are going to enter your courses into PowerSchool, into the scheduler component, which develops an overall master schedule and then puts you into courses. So for example, if you chose to take U.S. history, you've selected your course. The scheduling component will put you into U.S. history. Let's say, I'm making this part up, let's say third period with Mr. Marr. You don't get to select the period and the teacher, but we will put you in the courses that you select. Again, so you have the control over that. You select which courses you want, and that's really important to do. A couple new things that are coming. As most of you know and that you're aware of, we've started the last couple of years doing dual credit courses. Now remember, dual credit courses are courses that are taken at Homestead High School. If you qualify, they can also count as a college course. A couple examples just off the top of my head. We have a future teachers class. You can get credit through IPFW for what the course they call Education 200. U.S. Government is going to be a dual credit course. If you want to, you're going to get high school credit for Homestead High School, but then you also get Ivy Tech credit for a class called Political Science 101. Spanish 3 is going to be a new additional dual credit. There's going to be lots and lots of dual credit courses, so it's important that you start thinking about these. Many of the courses will be open to sophomores and juniors and seniors, but there's going to be different requirements to get in. So again, I'm talking about this dual credit. As a freshman or sophomore, to get into an Ivy Tech class, you have to have had a 46 across the board on your PSAT scores. If the dual credit course is going to be through IPFW or St. Francis, they have their own individual requirements. We as counselors will talk to you about those individually, but I really want you to get to know about this dual credit because this is going to be a very, very big thing in high school over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So those are definitely going to be a big, big part of your scheduling process for next year. Some of you may want to do what's called higher ed. That's when some of our students leave the campus here and actually drive to St. Francis or IPFW or Ivy Tech and take a class. That's something that's open to sophomores and juniors next year. So that higher ed concept's something different. Anthus Career Center. I know many of you are aware of that. At Anthus Career Center, you can take vocational programs in computer repair, automotive, cosmetology, construction, aviation mechanics, a lot of different things. Those things will be information. That information will be in this booklet, and you can find out about it. Most of the Anthus programs, you have to be able to go down to Anthus periods 5, 6, and 7, your junior year or your senior year or both. So that's another type of program that's going to be out there. Finally, just want to keep you aware of something. As we're meeting and talking today on this video, the juniors, those would be the students in the class of 2015, are not watching this video. They're down in the auditorium listening to a whole new concept that's about to start. We're going to start blocking some of these dual credit courses. Now, this is only for seniors, so I want to let you freshmen and sophomores know about this, so when you start hearing about it and saying, oh, I'd like to do that. No, you can't, not till you're a senior. But when you start hearing about some of these block classes that are scheduled together, some of these seniors are going to be able to block a class, say a Monday, Wednesday, and not even come into school, say first and second period on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's a neat thing that's coming up. You don't have to know a whole lot about that, but just when you start hearing about it and you hear about students, well, I'm going to take a block class of government and I'm only going to do it Monday and Wednesday and not come into school until third period, you are not, as a freshman or sophomore, you're not going to be eligible for that as a sophomore, junior next year. That will be only for seniors. But it's important that you know that that's something that's happening so you understand that a little bit. I want to remind you that as freshmen, most of you have already signed up for Indiana Career Academy. Sophomores, you should be doing that through your advisory groups, and your advisory teachers can help you out. Finally, just want to remind you, this was a brief introduction to the scheduling process. We went over the fact that next Thursday you're going to get your materials. You should be really talking to your parent, your fellow students, your teachers about what's out there, and really, really want you to emphasize the importance of these selections you're making. So today was just information coming out to you. Next Thursday we'll be giving you the hard books that have to do with the courses and everything else you need to know. That's all for me today. This is Mr. Quigley signing off. Thank you.